Hey, what's up guys? Dan here, and welcome to another video on the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to tackle a very important question that I get asked a lot, and I think that so many people struggle with because entrepreneurship is mostly a mental game, and that's what people don't understand. People think that, okay, we're just going to start making money on Amazon, we're just going to start making money using any other kind of online business, right? Or whatever business it is, right? But it's actually what's in the mind that represents if you're going to succeed or not in business and in life. Now, a huge question that a lot of people struggle with is Amazon FBA for me? And they're seeing all of these people becoming successful with an Amazon business, right? They're making passive income, they're living the freedom lifestyle, and they're able to, quit the 9-to-5 job and just be free forever, right? And finally live that entrepreneurial dream. But so many people out there, like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, right? At least most of society, right? In some way, shape, or form. And almost every single person that I met in my life, they all wanted to be able to control their destiny by working for themselves without having a boss. And so that's what entrepreneurship gives you. And obviously what an online business like Amazon FBA gives you, right? And so the thing is that so many people want to do it, but so many people are completely unsure, and they have fear, they're facing maybe some kind of issue where they're thinking that they don't have enough experience. Maybe they think that they just can't be successful with something like Amazon FBA because it's not for them. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about whether Amazon FBA is for you or not. Now, for myself, I've been selling on Amazon FBA for a few years now, and since then I became very successful at it, and then that allowed me to go into other online businesses as well. And so that was pretty much the starting point for me and my entrepreneurial journey, my entrepreneurial lifestyle, being able to finally live my dream life, being able to travel the world while making more money than I ever thought I would ever make in my entire life, right? And that was a combination of things, and pretty much the purpose of this whole channel is to explain to you the things that have allowed me to get to that point where I'm making more money than I ever thought I would ever make, where I'm living the freedom lifestyle, where I'm traveling the world and making money while doing it, and where I don't have to submit myself like a slave to a manufactured life that someone else has created for me, like 99% of people out there are doing. And even though I just mentioned all the other online businesses that I started, Amazon FBA was really the starting point for me. Like, starting that Amazon business, I was definitely afraid. Like, I had no idea whether it was going to be successful or not. But at the same time, in my case, I was 20 years old and, pretty much had nothing to lose. I told myself that I had to become an entrepreneur because I already found out through reading books such as Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, all the other amazing books by Napoleon Hill. I already knew that I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I already knew that there was no other way in life for me and for anyone else if they want to truly live an amazing life that is of their own creation, not of someone else's. And so, yeah, like I just, back then I tried many different businesses, but Amazon FBA was the one where I really, it was really the starting point for me where I really became successful with it. And then that gave me the confidence to go into the other ones as well. And you might think that it takes some kind of special person who might be good with numbers, or who might have like a business mind, or who might have some other quality or talent that you maybe don't have to be successful with Amazon FBA, to make 6 or 7 figures, $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, or more, $1 million a month, right? There are people out there that are making $1 million a month through their Amazon brand. And that's absolutely insane, right? They started just like you. And they were probably most likely asking this exact same question: is Amazon FBA for me, right, or not? Now, I can tell you, I've seen people with absolutely zero experience start Amazon FBA, and of course they had, they faced obstacles and they had failures, right? You're starting a real business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Like, people think that, it's some kind of okay, I'm just gonna, plug in this formula, and then pretty much I'm just gonna go get this product up and running, and I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna throw it up on Amazon, and that's it. And that's not how it works, guys. Like, it's a real business, and it doesn't matter what business. Imagine if you were starting a business in real life, like, that's a physical business, right? And imagine that, let's say it was like a landscaping company, or, in my case, it was a window cleaning company. That's actually how I got the money to start my Amazon business, through cleaning windows. And so, imagine, like, if you're going to start that, you will encounter failure, and you will have difficulty, especially at the beginning, making your first dollar, your first $100, your first $1,000, because, people have no idea who you are. Society doesn't know whether your business does good work or not because you have no track record, right? And, it's going to be hard, but obviously it is well worth it. And so on Amazon, the equivalent of that is that you can't just expect to throw up a product on Amazon, not have any reviews, not do anything for a launch, none of that stuff, right? And just expect that it's going to sell and that your life's going to be totally changed. It won't be, because, what you put in, guys, you get out. That's how it works in life. What you put in, you get out. Whatever you deserve, you get. That's just, a golden rule in life. The sooner I understood that, the sooner everything changed in my life. I thought that, I was constantly looking for a shortcut. I was constantly looking for that special formula for wealth, that special formula, to be successful while young. And there really isn't any special formula, right? Like I always say, it's 80% mindset and 20% the business model. So 20%, in this case, Amazon FBA, like actually getting a product into Amazon, selling it, right? It's just, that's the wealth vehicle, but 80% of it is what's in your mind, the effort that you put in, and your belief in yourself, whether you can succeed or not. Look guys, if you believe that you can be successful with Amazon FBA and with online business, with your goals and with your dreams, then you will be. It's as simple as that. Because as soon as you believe, as soon as you activate that belief in your mind, right? As soon as you start thinking of those thoughts, your subconscious mind will bring you to that result on autopilot. And that's how it's worked in my life. Every single thing, every single goal, every single dream that I've set for myself, I, for example, use the law of attraction. I'm actually mentioning law of attraction here. It's something that many successful people use. Actually, I think every single person, whether they knew or not, that became very successful, they've used the law of attraction. Pretty much you see it before you believe it, right? And if you don't think that you can do something, like if you don't think that you're cut out for Amazon FBA, if you don't think that you can be successful at online business, you won't be, because you won't even try. Like your subconscious mind is just going to keep coming up with excuses, telling you like, hey, you're not going to be able to do it. There's not even a point of wasting time right now. When you combine a goal with a wealth vehicle, right, in this case Amazon FBA, success has to come. There's simply no other way, right? As long as you persist, right, and there will be failures. Like you can't just expect that you're going to be successful from the very first time, because, and that's not even good, right? Like I faced failures when I started with Amazon. I had a few failed products, but what I did was, instead of just giving up, throwing my hands up and saying, hey, that's it, this didn't work, this is all a joke, I'm not gonna, I don't know, it's not for me, right? I said no, because I believed in myself. And so I just kept pushing through. I kept pushing through, and I learned from my mistakes. And I realized that the money that I spent on those failed products, right, I made that money back in those cases, but the money that I spent or potentially lost, I learned 10 times to 100 times more from those failures, than the money or whatever that I might have lost, right? And so that's what you have to realize, guys. If you are willing to persist through the failures, if you are willing to say, hey, it's 2019 right now, one of the best businesses to start, like if we're looking at a business right now, right? If we're looking at the best wealth vehicles, I call them wealth vehicles or businesses to start, right? Amazon FBA is simply, like, I would say number one, among the other e-commerce businesses such as Shopify, right? You just have to commit to a wealth vehicle, right? And obviously with Amazon, the plus sides are that, people's credit cards are already in Amazon, right? And there are like an insane amount of customers on Amazon, and they're just all searching for products every single day. All you have to do is give them what they want, and then they just have to go and click on buy, because their credit card information is already saved in there. And so you're pretty much taking advantage of those customers, that insane amount of customers that Amazon already has. Now, one of the reasons that I love bringing on so many success stories onto my channel, and I love interviewing my successful students, and they all come from various backgrounds. They all come from completely different countries, right? United States, Canada, Europe, right? Like anywhere in the world. The reason that I love doing that is because it shows you that there is abundant proof out there that success can be had by anyone, as long as they apply what I'm talking about in this video, as long as they have belief in themselves, as long as they put in effort into their business, and as long as they just follow the formula, but at the same time they have that belief and they activate the law of attraction to combine it with Amazon FBA, right? Like, I don't know why people are constantly spinning around in their heads, right? You might be doing that, but just stop it, because it won't help you. You have to realize that if you think that you can, you can. If you think that you can't, you can't. And those are some golden words that I learned. I was lucky enough to learn early on in my life, and that applies to anything in life. If you think that you can, you can. And if you think that you can't, you won't. All right? So remember that, guys. Start by asking yourself right now, am I someone who is able to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, or $25,000 a month on Amazon FBA? Yes, you can. Why? Because there are so many other people out there, literally hundreds of thousands and millions of sellers out there that are already doing it right now as we speak, making passive income, and they all started in the exact same boat as you. Now listen to this quote, guys. What one man can do, another man can do. All right? What one man can do, another man can do. So if someone out there is doing something in life and they're living the life, they're living the good life, they're living their dreams, you can too. Why? Because we are all equal. We might have different strengths that are best applied, in different ways. However, we are all equal. And, we are humans. We have the amazing power of the mind. So many people, the reason, the thing that actually I just read in Napoleon Hill's new book, Truthful Living, that the reason why, 99% of people are poor and they all work for the 1% is because 99% of the people, they don't know how to use the amazing tool that is the mind. While the top 1%, the people that get to the top 1% of society, they learned how to use the mind, right? And so, the mindless, the people that are just going through life mindlessly like zombies, just kind of, enslaved from birth to death, right? They end up just doing nothing in their life. Nothing changes, right? The earth just continues to spin. It doesn't matter if they were born, their life goes by, they die, nothing changed on earth. And is that how you want to live your life, right? Now is the time, guys. Now is the time. You must realize that time is ticking faster than ever before. And if you think that there's always going to be an opportunity to become successful with online business, right? There might be, I don't know, right? I mean, online business is an amazing thing, but I wouldn't take a chance on it, right? Why? There's also a quote as well that I love, right? I always mention all these quotes, but it's the best way to retain this powerful philosophy, this powerful wisdom that will really help you in life. This quote is, the best time to start was a year ago, but the second best time to start is now, right? So, obviously, the earlier you start, the better. And you are capable of so much more than you think, so much more than you think. I was stuck in my life. I was just completely broken. I had no idea where I was going, and I was looking at people that were 5 years ahead of me, 10 years ahead of me, right? And I was like, really, is this what my life is going to be like, right? Constantly complaining, enslaved to a 9-to-5 job, having, just an insane amount of debt attached to my life, where I can't even live a free life because I have to constantly, every single month, pay, an interest, right? Interest to someone, the banks are making money off me or whatever, right? And I realized, is this where my life is going to go? And I said, no, it won't. That's it. I realized this at an early age. I followed my gut feeling. I said, this is simply not the answer to a good life. Guys, everything in our lives come from our paradigms, right? And everything starts from your beliefs and your paradigms. Our beliefs that we create in our own head, that 99% of them are totally inaccurate and are completely made up, and we believe them. So to start, you must first change the paradigm. Can I be successful with an Amazon FBA business? Yes, I can. That's the first thing that you must change. And as soon as you change that paradigm, right, and you start believing in yourself, your life will arrange itself, and within the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, you will surely be successful. There's no other way. And one more thing, guys, and it's incredibly important. If you're trying to become an entrepreneur and you forget about this one thing, and I made the mistake, actually in reality, I always had this in the back of my mind, so I was one of the lucky ones where I found out about this early. But what I'm about to tell you guys is so important. Before you even start this business, ask yourself, why? Why am I starting this business? What's the point? Is it just to make money? Is it just to, buy Lamborghinis? Is it just to go and kind of show off to all my neighbors, hey, look at me, I'm rich, right? Or is there a deeper purpose? Is it because you want to help your family? Is it because you are tired of this slavery, the 9-to-5 slavery? And maybe you are in college right now and you're young, you've got dreams, but you just don't know. You're seeing all these influencers and all these people out there that are, not even influencers, all these people out there on social media, they're living amazing lives, they're traveling, they're making money online. And you're asking yourself every day, because you have to go on Instagram and you have to see it every single day, why is that not me? Right? So that might be a reason, right? Or maybe it's because you want to spend more time with your family. Maybe it's because you want to save up for retirement. I don't know, right? Wherever you are in your life, you must have a why. And it has to be a lot deeper than just wanting to make money, because I made the mistake at the very beginning, just trying to chase money, and guys, it doesn't work. The thing that you chase in life constantly evades you, and that's just the truth of it, right? And so once you realize that, if you have a deeper why, then you'll be a successful entrepreneur, and everything that you do in entrepreneurship with your business, it's going to serve other people. And as long as you serve other people in life, right? Let's say through your Amazon product, let's say you launch a product that solves a problem in a particular target market, there's no other way but to be successful. All right, guys, so that's just how it works, right? Life is a case of reciprocal altruism, right? And pretty much what that means is, if you give value, right, you will get, the same or equal back. Right? So whatever you give, you get. And the best part, guys, if you have a deep why, you'll be able to push yourself through any failure, any obstacle out there, and you'll be able to just kind of brush them aside and just, get through to success. And after all, if you're a beginner entrepreneur, you will experience failure, as I mentioned earlier in this video, right? But it's up to you. It's up to your attitude, right? Whether you take that failure and you give up, right? Or you take that failure and you tell yourself, hey, I can succeed. Right? After all, right, most people give up after 3 tries, and that's a very popular scientific study. I'm not going to reference it. I don't know exactly. You can Google it, but three tries, and that's all it takes for most people. 99% of people to give up. So if you can get through 3 failures, there's no other way but to succeed. And also, one thing that I noticed in my life is that for every single failure that I experienced success 10 to 100 to 1,000 times more, even 1,000,000 times more. Right? That's how it works in life. Right? Life is just this filter, and it constantly keeps throwing things at you, right? And it tests you, it tests you, it tests you. the harder the times, right, the more character it builds in you. And you know, that's why the harder the obstacles, right, the better the reward at the end of the tunnel. And so that's what you have to realize, right? Life is a filter, and it's going to test you, and it's going to see whether you're weak or strong. Now, another thing is some of the obstacles, like if Amazon goes and changes your listing overnight, right, and you might lose all those sales that you've been getting overnight, your why will keep you going. If your supplier goes and screws up your order completely, right, and they send you the wrong number of units, the wrong product, and you know the product gets into Amazon, and trust me, I've had this happen before, right? You might be like, wow, this is like devastating. I don't know what to do. I just spent all this money. But your why will keep you going. You see, guys, it's not about Amazon, and it's not about the money, and it's not about online business or anything else really except your why. Amazon is just a vehicle, something that millions of people out there are doing to make a ton of money online, to make, you know, from a full-time income, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month and $1 million a month, right? Amazon is just the vehicle. Because obviously right now in 2019, it's one of the best ways, if not the best way, to sell a product online today. It won't be easy though, guys. You're gonna have to sit in front of your computer, you're gonna have to do product research consistently, right? Multiple times a week, right? Maybe 3 to 5 times a week, right? And because the people out there that are only doing product research 1 time a week, they think they can live their dreams and achieve a 6-figure income through Amazon with like 1 or 2 hours of work a week, right? So you're gonna have to sit in front of your computer, you're gonna have to block away all distractions, you're gonna have to find that product, do product research, and then after that, you're gonna have to contact your supplier, you're gonna have to go through the negotiation process, and you're gonna have to, you know, kind of bargain with the supplier to try to get the price down to that perfect price where, you know, your supplier is making a profit, but you are also making a great profit, right? And then you're gonna have to get the product, wait for it to come in, and then you're gonna have to, you know, promote it. You're gonna have to launch it. Like I said, you can't just put it up on Amazon and expect it to start selling. And so, you know, there's all of these things you're gonna have to do, right? And then finally, once your product is in Amazon, you're gonna have to get reviews, you're gonna have to launch it, like do all that kind of stuff, put it in front of the eyes of the market, and then, only then, can you expect to be successful. You see, when you put up a product on Amazon, that is just the beginning. And like I said earlier in this video, a lot of people think they can just put up the product and expect to sell. And no, guys. Amazon will help you because there are so many customers on there, as I've mentioned, right, who have their credit cards plugged in there, but it's up to you to do the work. So if you think it's some kind of a get rich quick or, you know, just some quick way to make money, don't even start. It's not for you. Like, stop looking. You see, you might succeed briefly, but it's not going to be long term. And the whole point of me and my channel, the whole point of me making this video is for you to change your life, not for the next few months, but for the rest of your life, like for years to come. So if you do manage to succeed with thinking it's a get rich quick, right, you're gonna fail in the long term because you have the wrong mindset. It won't be sustainable. You see, there's no short-term fix for a long-term problem in your life, guys. And if you're one of those people who thinks, Dan, you know, okay, fine, I'm gonna start and, you know, I'm gonna try to do this in the cheapest way possible. I'm not gonna invest in myself. I'm not gonna invest in any course. I'm not gonna invest in a mentor. And I'm just gonna find the cheapest possible way, the cheapest possible product. And, you know, I'm gonna try to make money. I'm gonna, you know, hit 6 figures a year. I'm gonna do it, Dan, right? And, you know, is that possible? Yes, it is. But the chances of that happening are extremely, extremely low, like slim to none. You're just gonna make it that much harder on yourself by playing these games in your head that, hey, I don't need any course, I don't need a mentor, I don't need help from someone who's already successful, who's already been through the hurdles, who's already made the mistakes on Amazon, right? I don't need that. I'm gonna do it myself, right? And that honestly kind of sounds arrogant if you really think about it. Learning from somebody who's already been through that journey on Amazon and who's made all those mistakes, who's gone through those obstacles, right? Obstacles and mistakes that can cost you thousands of dollars, that can set you back months away from your dream life, right? Guys, investing into a course and training is a no-brainer. You are starting a real business. Like, you have to create the packaging, you have to find the product, you have to get inventory, you have to launch it, promote it. You have to hire a freight forwarder. You have to run ads, right? To like actually show the product to your audience, your target market, so they can start going on your listing, so your listing actually gets in front of customers. There are expenses that are involved with a business, and that's exactly how it should be. You do not want things to come easy in life. And guys, that's the name of the game. And it's not about Amazon FBA, nothing else. It's about the person that you become through this journey. Like, if I went and compared myself back to the person that I was when I was first starting out with online business, when I was, you know, consumed by fear of life, when I was consumed by this kind of like fear of all the college debt that I had, of just going against, you know, what society wanted from me, right? And really becoming an individual and really, you know, living that dream life, like taking a chance. Comparing that person, that like, you know, fearful Dan and all that, like just back then to who I am today, is you can't even compare the person. Like, it is honestly insane. It is insane. This is the best journey that I've ever taken in my life, and this is the best journey that you will ever take in your life as well. Entrepreneurship is just a blessing. And guys, everything that I've said with Amazon, how there's expenses involved and how you will encounter failure and how it's a real business, it's the truth, right? But it's the price that you have to pay for success. Like me and everybody else out there who's successful on Amazon, we all hustled. And we all earned that success because we paid the price. And now because I paid that price, because I spent those hours and those days hustling, trying to find a product and just negotiating with suppliers and getting it up on Amazon, right? Because I did that, now I can live the rest of my life free. Because I did that, because I paid the price, right? And you can achieve freedom too if you're willing to pay the price. And if I look back at myself, the Dan of that time, I'll be like, Dan, this is the absolute best decision you could ever make in your entire life right now. There were so many things that I learned, like how to run a business, how to overcome negativity, how to get through failure, how to get through obstacles because I knew that there was light on the other side, and how to channel the amazing power that is my mind, how to use the power of my mind in order to achieve all my goals and dreams, right? And that's just a small chunk of everything that I've learned and a part of the person who I became today from Amazon FBA, from taking that first step. And I can take that and it's going to serve me for the rest of my life. You see, there are two kinds of people that are watching this video right now. There's the growth-minded people, the people that believe in, the ability for them to live a better life, that life can and will get better, and that they deserve better. And then there are the action fakers, the people that watch endless amounts of YouTube videos but never take any action, the people that are entrepreneurs and the people that are just kind of sitting there expecting for success to come and lying to themselves, telling them that, hey, if you watch more YouTube videos on Amazon or, online business and, watching all these influencers, that somehow you're going to be successful like that. It's not going to work. Nothing comes without risk, guys. Like, for you to achieve success, for you to achieve, your dream life and everything that you want in life, you must take risk, right? And so the people that never do anything, they're afraid of risk. And, it's as simple as that. And I believe that if you're still watching this video, you're part of that first group of people, the people that are growth-minded, the people that, believe in their ability to live a better life. If you are part of that first group of people, then guys, I invite you to join me on this epic journey called freedom. Everything in life is growth. The nature of life is to grow. Once you reach that dream life, and once you're truly living the life that you were meant to be living, that freedom, right? Once you reach that, you'll be immensely grateful to yourself. You'll have immense pride in yourself for all the positive actions that you've taken in the past in your life. And that's the best feeling ever. Guys, I can tell you from experience, the best feeling is to, be somewhere living the dream life, right? Just maybe traveling, right? Or anywhere in the world, right? Sitting there and experiencing this feeling of, pride in yourself because of past positive actions that you've taken instead of, where you could have just not done anything, where you could have not taken any action, right? So guys, if you're still asking yourself whether you can be successful with Amazon FBA, I want you to pick up a piece of paper right now and write down 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 reasons of why you want to succeed with Amazon. Write it down. For example, I'm doing this because I want to live my dream life. I'm doing this because I want to, live a life of freedom. I'm doing this because I want to live a life that is truly of my own design and not of somebody else's design. I want to do this because I want to get rich, or I want to be financially independent, or, I want to experience financial success that nobody in my family has ever experienced before. I'm doing this so I can quit my 9 to 5, so I can get myself out of slavery, so I can travel the world or spend more time with my family and live the life that I was meant to be living. Or one of my favorite ones, I'm doing this so I can prove the people in my life wrong, the people that doubt me, the people that doubted me, maybe friends, family, right? Those can be your worst enemies when you're just starting out in entrepreneurship, guys. Trust me, I can tell you from personal experience. The more reasons you have on that piece of paper that you just wrote down with all those reasons, right? The more reasons you have on there, the more you'll be powered to push through. All right, so guys, as you can see, it's just a matter of, it's just the mind. That's all it is. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys want to learn how to make 6 or 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, then I invite you to join me in the Ecom Freedom course. The link is right down below. You'll get me as a mentor every single day. I'll answer your questions. You'll receive my complete unlimited personal mentorship where you'll be able to ask me any questions that you have with Amazon FBA or with entrepreneurship in general through my own personal Facebook chat. All right, so I invite you to join me, Ecom Freedom course down below, and it's a movement. It's a movement that I've created because I know every day in my life I encounter people who want to live the dream life, and they want it so bad, but they just don't know how. And so, like I said, guys, it doesn't matter Amazon or whatever. Amazon is simply the wealth vehicle. It's one of the best wealth vehicles right now, but that's all it is. It's simply a vehicle. Right? So it all starts from within. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys do join the Ecom Freedom course, then I'm super excited to have you in there. You'll be able to access me there on Facebook. There's a link in there to send me a message. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Super excited to have you. And follow me on social media, Instagram and Snapchat. Subscribe to the channel. Amazing content coming up on online business, guys. And it's just an amazing time to be alive. Thank you for watching. Peace.